Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kelvin here. A few days ago, Mr. Money TV released a video talking about why Malaysia is so behind Singapore, and it went viral. Anyway, because I'm so capable, I wanted to react to his video. Not only that, I will give you 4 real solutions on how to improve your life. But before I start, I would greatly appreciate it if you can help to tap the like button. In return, I will show you a bean sprout chicken from Malaysia. Alright, let's start right now. So, in case you haven't watched the video from Mr. Money TV, you should watch it. It's quite good. But if you are too lazy to watch, let me give you a quick summary. Mr. Money TV starts off by saying that Singapore is so much well off compared to Malaysia. Yeah, well, even Mr. Yusof Ishak is happier than Tunku Abdul Rahman. In fact, he is 3 times happier. Even though Singapore and Malaysia share so many similarities like under British colonial rule, multiracial, gained independence around the same time, and are basically next door neighbors, Singapore is leading Malaysia in a lot of ways. Mr. Money TV pointed out that one of the reasons Malaysia is so behind is because Singapore is focused on developing human capital more than Malaysia. While Singapore selects the best teachers to teach, Malaysia's education is
so shitty that it makes me angry.
He say one. The second reason is because civil servants in Malaysia are paid much lower than Singapore's, leading to corruption as a common practice. This one no need to say, everyone knows. If you check the corruption perception index, Singapore scored 85 while Malaysia only scored 51. I don't know about you, but if you only get 51 in an Asian family, your mom will show you Mr. Teng Tiao. The third reason is due to housing policy. Yes, I know that many Singaporeans like to aim new HDB BTO so that they can sell it 5 years later to what big. That's not the main point. One of HDB's main purpose is to shape society to improve social integration, while Malaysia's government flag is like not that nice, So these were the few reasons which Mr. Money TV gave as to why Malaysia is so behind Singapore. In the video, Mr. Money TV admitted that these problems can't be fixed so easily, but he gave a few solutions. The first one is to help out with your kids' education. Make learning fun and help your kids know the importance of learning stuff. Second one is let your kids play and mix around with kids from other ethnic backgrounds. That way, they are more integrated with people from other races. And third, if you are a boss, you can pay your employees enough so that they don't have to struggle financially. Now, after watching his video, I realized something. I forgot to tap like on his video. So I went back and tapped on it. But more importantly, I also realized something. All of his solutions are to improve the situation for other people, like his kids and his employees. Then what about the viewers themselves? Like, I'm the viewer, there's no solution for me, then I GG lor? Not really. Even though it's harder to attain a better life in Malaysia compared to Singapore, it is not impossible. Just think of it like if you are in Singapore, you are playing this version of Super Mario, versus if you are in Malaysia, you are playing this Super Mario. It's a little harder. Okay, not that hard lah. So that is what I want to talk about next. There are ways to improve your situation if you are a Malaysian. But before that, I want to intro a very good book to you, Who Moved My Cheese? If you are too lazy to read the book and prefer to watch a relaxing episode of the Squid Game, let me give you a very short summary. Basically, the book says that if you don't get scared and if you are willing to step out of your comfort zone, you will have a better life. I just saved you 2 hours of reading the book. There are a lot of people who only know how to complain. Like complain the government take your salary through EPF and taxes, complain the weather sibei hot, complain your boss pay you so little, complain Malaysia change prime minister faster than you change underwear, and many other complaints. Here's the thing, if you want to change your life, the idea is not to focus on things that you cannot control, because you complain so much, also no use. Instead, it is much more better to focus on things that you can control. Hence, this brings me to my solutions. If you are living in Malaysia, what can you do to improve your life? First, you migrate elsewhere. This is the easiest method. You migrate to somewhere better to work. Everyone does it all the time. Even your ama's ama came from China or Indonesia or whichever country they came from. But at the same time, migrating is actually the hardest thing to do. I'm sure you always hear people say, "Wow, you work in Singapore, earn 3 times Next time you go back Malaysia, retire as a rich boy lor." Here's something to think about. Let's say you are now 30 years old. Maybe your parents are around 60 years old. If your parents live till a good old age of 80 years old, this means that you still have 20 more years to spend with them, right? For most people, yes, this is true. But for people who go overseas to work, this is not really true. Let's say if I go back Malaysia 5 times a year, 2 days each time, that is 10 days a year. Or in other words, if my parents can live till 80 years old, I will have around 200 more days to spend with them. Let me show you something. These are all the days that you can spend with your parents. Every one of these cross means that you have spent 1 day with them. So when you are born till 18 years old, you have spent this many days with them. But if you go overseas to work, you don't have 20 more years to spend with them. You only have around 200 days. Basically, less than 5% of the remaining time with them. And on top of that, I don't even know how long this pandemic will last. Maybe 1 year, maybe 5 years. It will easily cut the number of days by half already. So yes, you can definitely improve your life by moving elsewhere, but you'll be trading a better life with the remaining years that you can spend with your parents. Second tip, upgrade yourself. And it's not just for Malaysians, it's for everyone. Basically, how much you earn will depend on how much value that you can provide. Let's say, if you are a GrabFood delivery person, yes, you probably have very thick, strong legs, but you can only earn $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Let's say, if you go learn some programming language and you become a programmer like me, where you just copy-paste code to create your programs, true story, then you'll be able to provide a slightly better value than a GrabFood delivery person. In that case, you'll get a programmer's pay, which is about $3,000. Then maybe you go learn how to lead a team. You become a team lead or project manager. Then you'll be paid more. There are two ways to upgrade yourself. Most people who use the pay-to-win strategy, they will attend this course, attend that course, or go to college and pay tens of thousands of dollars. Yes, that is one way. It definitely works. But what if I told you that you don't have to pay anything to upgrade yourself? Instead, you can get paid while upgrading yourself. Personally, I'm doing this trick, and it is learning on the job. For example, I graduated from college only knowing 2 or 3 programming languages. But because technology moves so fast, I need to learn new programming languages every time I take on a new project. This means every time I complete a project, I know extra 1 or 2 programming languages. And because I now know more stuff, my value is higher, which means that I can find a better paying job. Then, on the new job, I can learn new stuff and upgrade myself all over again. Here's another example. I started YouTube without knowing how to talk to camera or editing or scripting. So all my initial videos are very bad. But the more I learn, the better videos I can make, which will lead to a higher viewership and higher pay in YouTube. So here's my advice. When you are working, don't just do what you are paid to do. Or even worse, like my ex-colleague, go hide in the toilet every day. Instead, take on as many responsibilities as possible and suck in all the experience points. The more you can learn, the more value you can provide. And the more value you can provide, the more quite big you will be. The next thing you can do is to start investing. According to a survey, 43% of respondents don't invest at all. Wow, you guys are GG lor. Just kidding, no GG yet. Check this out. Here, you will see the cumulative inflation rate versus the disposable income for Malaysia. While the cumulative inflation is going up, your disposable income is only going up slow and steady from PP. This means that if you don't invest your money, the inflation will eat up your money like om nom nom. But if you invest your money will be able to grow. Grow how fast? As fast as the Singapore Sergeant's AMA. If you invest in something like the S&P 500, you can expect about 10% annualized return over the long term. Let's say you invest $1,000 a month, 1 year you will invest $12,000. Over 30 years, with a 10% annualized return, you will have $2.1 million. Can your savings go that fast or not? No, right? By the way, if you are scared that you will lose money in investing, don't scared. It's actually not that hard to invest. The reason you always see people lose money in stocks is because they anyhow invest. They be like, ooh, if the stock goes up, it must be a good stock. Or, ooh, the stock is only 10 cents. If I buy now and it goes up, then I will what big. That is called investing like an ape. We don't do that here. If you invest in good companies like Google, Apple, Facebook, over the long term, you are 99% guaranteed to make money. That 1% is because some so high leader go and nuke the world. That one is different story already. If you want to learn about investing, subscribe to me lah. Just kidding. There are tons of good YouTube investment channels. For US, you have channels like Stephen Graham, Andre Jake. For Malaysia, you have channels like Mr. Money TV, Spark Liang, Suyin, and many more. So if you want to improve your life, start investing today. 4th, upgrade your circle of friends. There's a quote that says, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you have pig dog pig friends, aka lousy friends, then you will very likely have a lousy life. But let's say if 5 of your friends are people like Mr. Rich Saudi Prince, CEO like Bill Gates and Elon Musk, then it's very likely that you will have a successful life. This is because you will have the same views with them. If they only complain, then you will also complain. If they are hardworking people who want to succeed, then you will also be influenced by them. However, I know how hard it is to make friends, and even harder to make friends who are more successful than you. So I have a pro tip. The easiest way to meet people is to attend events, because in events, you guys have a common topic and it's easier to connect to one another. Yes, I know there's that MCO don't know how many already in Malaysia. You can't attend events easily. So instead, the other way is to make friends online. Like you can talk to one another through forums like Laoyat, Reddit, or even Discord channel. I got a Discord channel if you want to join, link down below. Once in a while, you'll make friends who are successful in life, and who knows, you will probably be influenced to be successful too. So those were a few solutions to improve your life in Malaysia. Like I said, it's not impossible. As long as you put in the effort, you'll be able to improve your life. Anyway, that's all for today. Like, share, and subscribe, as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.